Hey, welcome to the speaking session of reality test of the IELTS. So, my name is examiner Jasneet Kaur and I am here to conduct the speaking of candidate number 4045 and the candidate name is Sukhpreet Singh. Alright? Okay, so what is your full name?
My full name is Sukhpreet Singh.
How may I call you?
You may address me by my first name, Sukh.
Okay, so Sukh, where are you from?
I am from a small place which is located near Raha, named as Sultanpur.
Okay, so do you like your living area?
Yes, I live in that area.
Why?
Last 10 years. Because I like to live near nature. Because at that place, the oxygen level is too high than city area. And there is no any pollution as well as there is no any rat race. So the pace of life is quite slow.
Okay. Okay, so Sukh, what kind of people are living around you?
There are a number of people which are living around me, like there are some teachers as well as some scientists, and there are also some people which are organized some function, so many other.
Okay, so what kind of changes would you like to see there in the future?
In my hometown,
In your village?
there are a number of changes which are required, like firstly the conditions of road is not very good, and there is no any trees on both the sides of road, and I think it should be planted because it's very necessary for everybody to have a fresh of sea.
Okay. Okay, dear. So now let's talk about your qualification. What have you done recently?
The last year I had completed my schooling from Baba Jirabat Singh Senior Secondary School in Commerce Street.
Okay, so why did you choose commerce?
Because I love mathematics, and I also had 100 out of 100 in 10th standard. That's why I love mathematics.
Okay, so did you participate in extracurricular activities during the school?
Of course, I like to participate in a number of activities, like there are some traditional programs. I always participate in that program.
What are the benefits of such activities to a student?
There are a number of benefits to students, like they can do different types of activity, and they can share different types of thought with everybody, and they get a different number of knowledge from there.
Okay, so now I'm going to switch a small topic which is of general interest. Okay, so let's talk about perfumes. Do you like wearing perfume?
Of course, I like to wear a number of perfumes on daily basis because the fragrance is very necessary on some occasions.
Do you follow any particular brands in perfume?
No, I doesn't like to follow any brand, and there are a number of perfumes in my house. I always try everywhere.
Okay, so how much money do you generally spend on buying a perfume?
But to be honestly, I doesn't like to spend money on these activities because these are wasting of time, and we can do different types of other activities than this. Like we can buy some books, as well as we can read some magazines rather than spending money on perfume.
Okay, are you having a problem in the?
नहीं मैं और थोड़ी एलर्जी हुई है दवाई लेने को लगी.
Okay, okay, no problem. Are you alright, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, so which brand is more popular among youngsters?
There are many brands like Nike, Adidas, some other which are famous in my country. They do different type of purpose. Like the quality of these brands are very good rather than local brands.
Okay, dear. So let's talk about science. Do you like science?
Yes, I like science, but I mostly prefer mathematics for every field.
Okay, so when did you start learning science?
It was a time when I was studying in 8th standard. At that time, I started learning science.
I think science is a subject from the primary years. Second to start, the first to start.
I think, okay.
Chalo, no problem. Okay, so what did you find difficult in learning science?
There are a number of difficulties which I faced during my childhood. Like it's very hard for me to elaborate some diagrams, and there are some other problems like calculating some numericals. It's very hard for me.
Okay, so did you like any subject in learning science?
I like mathematics to learn
Okay.
science.
You could say the physics, which is linked with the maths. Okay, because there are only 3 subjects: physics, chemistry and bio. Okay? Okay, Sukhpreet, so this is all about your introduction section and the general topic of your speaking exam of today. Now I am going to give you a cue card, which is a questioning card. You will have 1 minute for the preparation. You could use this notepad which is provided to you on your table. Okay?
Yes,
so your cue card is it is about to describe a group time you noticed a group of people smiling. So your time for the preparation starts now. You can use this notepad, even the pencil is also provided. Shall we start?
yes, ma'am.
Yes, please.
Smiling is a very good activity in life, and I always prefer to smile on a daily basis because it's very beneficial for our health. And if I talk about one time when I saw a number of people, they are laughing. Last year when I visited Chandigarh with my friends, Alante Mall, and I saw in the front of Alante Mall there are some people, they are clicking different types of selfies, and there are 8 people, they are clicking the selfies in different ways, like on some making their different faces, and these are very funny for me. And this was a time when I see this person, and I also there was also one person in a dress of Joker, and they are also clicking some selfies with them. And after seeing this activity, I also go near them to clicking some selfie with that person. It was the very funniest time for me, as his dress is very nice, and his face is also decorated with different types of color, and there was also one hat on their head, which is also very beautiful. And it was a time when and my reaction is very nice, and I feel very happy to see these types of person in my life, as it's very good activity to spend some time with some persons. And it was a time when I feel very happy, and I never forget this time in my life.
Okay, so let's talk about smiling. What are the most common things that make people smile?
There are a number of things which people make them smile, like they can do different types of activity, like playing such games in different manner. Like there are some jokes which are very good for our health, can create happiness.
Do you think people who smile are more friendly?
Of course, the people who are smiling, their nature is also very good. That's why they are smiling.
Okay. How?
Because they are mixed with everybody very easily, and they like to talk with everyone. That's why they smile with everybody and
Why?
time with them.
Okay, so why do you think certain jobs require you to smile and be presentable?
Yes, just smiling is very good, and on every job the smiling is very pertinent part, and without smiling there is no any opportunity, because if the person is rude, then the company will never develop. If the person in nature is very good and they smile every time, then it's very good for everybody.
How?
Because they easily mix up with everybody and they like to communicate with everyone. That's why it's a developing part.
Okay. So why do you think the smiling pose is so common in the photos?
Like in my country, the smiling poses are mostly same, because people like to click selfies on different places, but their poses are mostly same.
Why?
Because in my country, it's a developing country, and that's why there are people doesn't have a proper knowledge of everything, how to click selfies. That's why they like to click every selfie in the same pose.
How do you feel when children smile?
I feel very happy when the children are smiling, and I also like to communicate with them to see smiling on their face. And there was also one children in my family, and I always prefer to spend some time on daily basis with them because it's very good activity for me, and we spend a lot of time doing.
Do you think a smile gives a good impression to another person?
Of course, smile gives a good impression to everybody. As I mentioned earlier, that without smiling there is no any work done properly. That's why the person is smiling most of the time when it's.
Okay, so this is all about your speaking session with me. So best of luck for your day.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.